second down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 2nd and 10 here. Boy, that's a lot of sirloins. To be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man,
big,
huge.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And 4th down coming up. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. To pass, Flacco into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more. Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Oh, nice move. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Logan Lyons. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way. Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the Ravens offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brady, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. One quarter down. Plenty of scoring here already. And we'll return to Foxborough after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st down, Flacco. He hits his target, left side, Watson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. The interception woes, they just continue to... He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, here's Blunt. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, let me go a different direction for a second. You were at the Super Bowl, another one that you worked. How did the city of Houston do as a host?
They did a fantastic job, I thought. Let me give a little tip of my Stetson to the host city because they were wonderful. And they like to say howdy down there when you're a visitor. Well, they said howdy, and they took care of people very, very well. I heard nothing but positives. The way that was all set up for the fans, I think everybody had a great time. How about the drones? The drones have gotten involved in our stuff in a big way, and how they were buzzing around and showing different things and giving a great look of the Super Bowl and what was going on in Houston during the surrounding town.
And the halftime show was a good one. A lot of people were abuzz about that afterwards.
Plenty. I mean, watching that happen, seeing all the lights, seeing the spectacular reaction of the fans to it, I think that everyone got their money's worth on that one.
By the way, do you own a Stetson?
I do. I actually do.
You do?
I actually do. I have one in my closet.
And cowboy boots?
I actually have cowboy boots as well.
Wow, who knew?
How about that?
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
So when Martellus Bennett gets with his brother Michael, who plays for the Seattle Seahawks, They're going to compare rings now?
Yeah, because Michael got one Super Bowl 48.
Yes, with the Seahawks and their big victory over the Denver Broncos. But Martellus earned his. You know, Rob Gronkowski unable to play in the game due to injury, and Martellus became a big part of the offense.
At 5 catches, 62 yards. But how about that? Kind of lost in the shuffle. Rob Gronkowski not even there. The Patriots still win a Super Bowl.
Not only that, believe it or not, the Patriots were 11-0 when Rob Gronkowski did not play in the last season. I don't think they want to try and do that again.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brady to throw on 2nd down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Gronkowski, slot left.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Ravens haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Offense now with the shot after the interception. They're going to come away with another sack. This goes for a loss of 9. Ravens on offense, first quarter winding down. We're going to get a fumble here. Patriots pick up the football and score, pushing the lead to 10. Now after the fumble, Watson's got the catch over the middle, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. The offense would head off after throwing the interception. Second half still to come. Let's get back up to Foxborough with Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Blunt. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They get the pick. Now what can flash? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
17 yards on the pickup. And it'll be fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
To pass, Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Play clock winding down. Flacco here on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll begin here with Blunt. It's a loss of 4. Bringing up 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Now Brady looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for Blunt. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here.
Chris Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 57 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time?
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now here come the Ravens. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you,
and my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run him here with Blunt. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Going underneath to Blunt. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Here's Blunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And Blunt loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at a guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to dock my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Brady going to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they will take a knee here. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more